你好，祝你有美好的一天。这就是频道 Celebrity News Today 247。这是今天的新闻。
Wang Keran finally revealed his motives for cooperating with traffic stars. This is what he said about Xiao Zhan and his fans. Domestic dramas are now caught in a vicious circle, and it seems that they are not speaking with the content of the work itself, let alone discussing from the core of the work. It is all a discussion on the surface. Serve and homogenize content. Forcibly titled ugly, good looking, bashing on the street, explosive models. If you think he is ugly, he will be labeled as a black fan. If he thinks he is good looking, you must deduct the title of 20 fan. Works that clearly have word of mouth and content, but am going to be detained as a fan self, happiness drama. When will the situation of domestic dramas end? The rudder who sees the wind always stands at a high place and asks others to keep their sleeves clean. This subtitle is the author's observation on the traffic in the past 2 years. The scornful industry and the truest opinion of the screenwriter. Of course, some traffic is really not good, and there is no acting skills at all. But traffic is dictated by the market and caused by the general environment. No gold owner father wants his money to go to waste and drives to produce. Producers have to adapt to the market to choose people who come out of big data. What's wrong with this? Isn't it wrong with those behind the scenes trying to create fake traffic, to deceive the gold owner and the producer? The drama is over, not from the screenwriter, script, looking for problems in the content and the performance of the actors, but all of them are pushed to traffic. It's not all down to these people trying to flatter the crowd. And haven't you thought about the consequences of flattering the crowd? Back to the point, the audience should be equal. These 2 days just happened to be a palace-level drama. On the first anniversary of the premiere of A Dream Like a Dream in Wuhan in 2021, many netizens lamented that time flies so fast. Not only is Xiao Zhan, who made his debut in the drama world for the first time, heatedly discussed again, this performance was also urged by many people who did not have the opportunity to go to the theater to watch it when it could be performed again. Xiao Zhan was not open for business that day, and the brands that were endorsed by him posted articles one after another. To celebrate this memorable day, Kuntai Grand Theater, the venue for the first performance, also issued a statement. Commemorative video of Xiao Zhan's Dream Like a Dream Wuhan premiere first anniversary. The inevitable Kuntai Flower Sea has become the swan song of the star-chasing world. It turns out that a love that is open and upright in the sun and witnessed by the world can also be so shocking. Xiao Zhan participated in a media interview after the broadcast of The Rest of Your Life. He also mentioned that his performance in the play Dream Like a Dream was like having a dream. In fact, when I saw this interview at the time, I felt that the reporter's question was not very friendly. He asked, in the back, I became more and more comfortable, and I began to add my own creations. I feel that this experience has influenced the way I perform. What are the different degrees of influence of individual mentality? Why do you say there is a pit in this question? Look at Xiao Zhan's answer later. I don't think I can say that if I have added my own creation. He added a long explanation for the sentence. Not copying as shown, Xiao Zhan compares himself to screw, each one is tightened tightly. I, Xiao Zhan, will of course incorporate some of my own characteristics of Xiao Zhan into it. It comes out naturally, rather than I deliberately want to add some creations. If you answer in the way of throwing questions, it is extremely easy to fall into a pit, for example, highlighting your own way of performing, or catering to the public's answer. Thanks to the director for choosing me, I learned the acting skills from my predecessors, etc. Highlight your importance in the show. If so, it's a slap in the face, because it's Dream Like a Dream. As Xiao Zhan said, it has been performing for several years. In 2021, Xiao Zhan will play the role of patient number 5. As a producer, Wang Keran has participated in the interviews of people successively. Recently, I saw a small piece of content released by participating in video interviews with other media. The title is Theater Should Not Be Reserved for the Few. Traffic stars help the drama expand the audience. Wang Keran. The cover of the video is titled, Everything is a Drama is an Opportunity to Cooperate with Xiao Zhan. Maybe it's because of Xiao Zhan's attention, seeing the words traffic star, still involuntarily groaning. Even if repeated thousands of times, tens of thousands of questions, I still want to say, since when did traffic? It has become a label, and even used to seriously injure young artists. A rhetoric of poor young actors. Traffic is also divided into good and bad. It's like I have a stick but I won't take the initiative to bully you is a reason. Why do people with more traffic receive all the prejudice? Until Wang Keran's interview, the pattern decided the height. I believe that before the opening of the first show, countless people were waiting to see Xiaozhen's jokes, waiting to see the embarrassing things fans brought to Xiaozhen, in order to declare to the world, you see, traffic actors are like this, they are here to be gilded. Many people concluded that Xiaozhen's fanatical fans of him, it will be like Lin Xiong in Blame You Are Too Beautiful. Fans will hold banners and glow sticks in the theater where directors and critics gather, for the so-called love support him. Isn't that what traffic sees in the eyes of the world? 6 consecutive performances. Wuhan, Qingdao, Chengdu, Hangzhou, Shenzhen. In Beijing, apart from the roaring applause in the field, there was no rescue. Jia Xingjia, a writer mentioned by Wang Keran in an exclusive interview with People. I went to see it in Qingdao, the second stop of the show, and also at Wuhan Station. After reading it, I published a long drama review with more than 10,000 words on my column. The article mentioned Xiaozhen's fans. He said this, Xiaozhen is not mentioned here today, but I would like to thank the fans of Xiaozhen on the day of the premiere in Wuhan. They respected the order of the theater. Judging from the response to the curtain call, they really got into the scene and gave every actor a warm applause. Thanks for their respect for the drama. Look, the world's prejudice against traffic and fans is deeply ingrained. The sudden change made these literati unaccustomed. In Wang Keran's interview, he once again answered this question that made the world curious: what is the motivation for working with Xiaozhen? He said, because of various factors entering my line of sight, Xiaozhen had some characteristics of his life at that time, which integrated into my view of drama. It's about impermanence. Xiaozhen doesn't reject it, I don't reject it, it's a good opportunity. The impermanence is indeed quite impermanent. As soon as the fire broke out, there was an unprecedented internet storm. This impermanence allowed Xiaozhen to peep, monitor and examine for 10 months. Wang Keran can't escape the question of the flow characteristic of Xiaozhen. But when he talked about Xiaozhen's traffic, he said this, in his choice motive, it is that he can help more audiences get in touch with drama. This is a good thing. Suddenly there is no arrogance and prejudice against traffic, and it is also a bit unaccustomed to. There are more than these problems. This video interview is less than 2 minutes of preview, but they have cut out the questions that the world is curious about, and it is still inseparable from the question of Xiaozhen's fans. A dream like a dream broke the circle again, and the word fans hilariously still appeared. This is also a common problem now, and the results are good. It's just that fans are embarrassed, fans are hilarious, and fans brush data. However, as Wang Keran said, what is the audience? Not the audience. Some audiences have a preference for a certain actor, so he bought a ticket to watch the show, so he is not an audience. Because of the virtual identity of fans, the audience will also be divided into 3, 6 and 9 points. This bizarre worldview is often not a fan of the complicated. I accidentally wrote it again, and I am afraid that everyone will not have the patience to read it, so I will end it. I really hate those who use bow to the traffic at every turn. In this kind of words, others rely on their own achievements. Its essence is the grapes are sour if they are not eaten, isn't it? Because is the excellence of a dream like a dream itself. Xiaozhen's huge traffic win. Those who complain are themselves big, bodied and round, wasted, with a rudder-like look on their faces. However, it is necessary to ask others to make art creations with ease, which should not be used. When a producer wants to change his creation for a group, charming the crowd does not make the work successful, because the audience itself is equal. For Xiaozhen's strong flow physique, as well as the black and red physique, in the face of touching, hanging, it's rubbish. Fans don't have to belittle themselves. The visible traffic is the current hard currency. As Jia Xingjia wrote in the drama review at the time, each flower basket is written wishing Xiaozhen a bright future. And why would he wish Xiaozhen a desolate attitude? I used to think that this heavy word was too heavy for Xiaozhen, who was only 30 years old. I saw this word after a year, and found that it was a vision for Xiao Zhan. The strong are alone in public, just like Gu Yinyi, the cattle and sheep are in groups, and the beasts are alone. Remarks: some of the screenshots of the pictures are from the interview screenshots of Geelong Entertainment. Intrusion and deletion. Other pictures from the internet, intrusion and deletion.